This video is brought to you by Big Idea Design. They make titanium pocket tools and pins, like the bit bar, which is a screwdriver with a pocket clip and bit storage in the handle, and the TPT and the TPT slide, which hold a standard utility knife blade. They also recently launched a titanium EDC wrench and offer pins like the TI Click, TI Arto EDC, and the TI Pocket Pro. To learn more about Big Idea Design, click the links in the description, and you can also use the coupon code BESTDAMNEDC for $5 off any purchase over $50. And if you do, it'll help support the show. Welcome back, everybody. My name is Taylor Martin. This is the Best Damn EDC, and it's time for another EDC Weekly. And if you're new here, I start off every EDC Weekly with community announcements because this is a community show. So tons of giveaways going on and all the other stuff I've got going on. So if you don't care about announcements or winning cool stuff or even learning that you've won something in the past, you can skip to this point right here in the video and know that you are a horrible, horrible person. But with that out of the way, the first announcement this week is that I will be at Blade Show today, actually. And if you do see me, come say hello because I'm there just basically to get out and meet people and network. I will be doing a video with some of the people that are there, like Blade HQ and other companies that are there, or people that I do see that are there, and maybe something that includes you guys. So if you do see me and you want to possibly be in a video, just say hello. And on a first come, first served basis, I will have Best Damn EDC stickers and vinyl decals for your car. I will be giving them out, and once I'm out, I'm out. Next up, we had a giveaway last week. It was for the M1T Raider Plus. Olight sent me an extra one, so I decided to give this away. I said choose a number between 4,000 and 5,000. The number that I randomly selected was 4,266, and Peter K899 got it right on the nose with this comment right here. Congratulations, Peter. I will be in touch about your M1T Raider. Second, we're going to keep the giveaways going. This time, we're giving away a Best Damn EDC Giltech Ruck. If you want to learn how to win this Giltech Ruck, just watch the video and I will explain how you can enter somewhere throughout the video. And finally, because next weekend is Father's Day and it's going to be my actual first Father's Day, I wanted to give back to all the fathers out there because I've finally learned how difficult parenthood is, and I'm only a month in. So with the help of some of these makers, I put together a pretty awesome giveaway for you guys. This is actually running over on Instagram. It'll be live when this video goes live. And in this giveaway, you've got Nitro Musk from Musk and Hustle, a little tray for those in the slate gray color. We have the Phoenix E30R flashlight, which is a new light from Phoenix, the Leatherman rebar with an Urban Carver's brass hammered bead on it. You also have the Tale of Knives multi-tool push-up organizer. You have magnetic quick release in brass, knurled brass with black split rings from Urban Carver's, a brass bead from Urban Carver's, and a pack of Right in the Rain notebooks. Oh, almost forgot. There's going to be a North by North merino wool handkerchief in the giveaway. This is my personal one, but I'm giving away one of these with this little kit as well. So all of these things in that giveaway, head over to Instagram to figure out how you can enter. And because next Sunday is Father's Day, show me your dad carry. I don't mean carry something different. Don't throw bottles and diapers and wipes and all that in your carry. I'm not looking for that. I want to know how your carry has changed by becoming a father. So that's next Friday. The Friday after that is actually going to be a hand dump special, which is not, ironically, pooping in your hand and taking a picture of it, which apparently a bunch of people in the comments suggested would happen if we did a hand dump special. We're going to prove them wrong. I want to see your hand dumps, so go to edcw.co, submit your EDC there. You're entered in to win the giveaway that is Hitch and Timber Card Caddy, Big Idea Design TPT, a Yellow Birch Outfitters Pocket Organizer, a Key Smart Rugged, a Griffin Pocket Tool, and a Rovivon Aurora Flashlight. Just go to edcw.co, submit your EDC, and you're entered to win. But this week there is no theme. I just went through and picked 5 really cool carries. So with all of those things out of the way, finally, let's do the damn thing. Also, this week, it's a coffee week because this is the second time I've shot this. I barely slept last night. I barely sleep anyway. So no whiskey this week, maybe no whiskey for a little bit, but coffee is definitely in here. Okay, so the first submission this week comes from Jaime Perez. He does not have social media, but I actually shared this over on Instagram earlier this week. I think it's a fantastic carry. It's beautiful, and not everything here is super expensive, but it's a nice, moderate carry, and it's pieced together so well. But first up in the center of the photo is his multi-tool of choice. That is the Leatherman Charge TTI, and above that is his flashlight of choice, which is the Olight S1R Baton 2 Winter Edition, that is the blasted titanium version. The below all of that is the Big Idea Design TI Click RTS, and then underneath everything is the leather journal cover, which is a no-name brand, and it has a moleskin notebook inside. To the left of the photo is his wallet of choice, that's the Biker Hide Slim Front Pocket Wallet, and to the right of the photo is the key bar in aluminum, and attached to that are his keys, as well as a Samsung 32GB USB drive. Jaime says, I am an industrial maintenance manager and I used at least one of these items every day. I don't know how I used to do it back then. I use my Leatherman Charges blade to open boxes, cut plastic, and any other cutting tasks, the pliers to unfasten bolts and strip wires. I use my leather journal to take notes whenever I have a meeting and to make parts lists for when I need to order materials, and I use the TI Click RTS for writing my tasks. The Olight S1R Baton 2 is a bit too small for my hands, but it works a charm and I don't feel it when it's in my pocket. The key bar has been one of the best investments since I don't like to have my keys on a key ring in my pocket just bothering me and stabbing me when I sit down. And finally, the Biker Hide wallet has been the best wallet I've ever had. I can't feel it when it's in my pocket and it just keeps it simple. Now, Jaime is actually seeking something. And before I shot this the first time, I didn't realize that this is basically going to be a complete my carry. That's just how it turned out to be. I didn't plan on it, but it turned out that way. Jaime is looking for a titanium pry bar with a pocket clip. And there are a few different options out there. None of them are exactly either affordable or easy to find. There's the Lynch Northwest pry bar. They were actually on Blade HQ available just a couple of weeks ago, but they weren't in plain blasted titanium, and I think that's probably what you're looking for, something to match this theme. They were in like a teal and a red and a navy, and not my thing. So the Lynch Northwest All Access Pass was available. They're really hard to find otherwise, and they disappear like that, just minutes and they're gone. There's also the Combat Beads pry bar, but I don't think he has them in stock right now. And then there is one more. See if I can find it. Somebody had mentioned it to me on Instagram. Not gonna be able to find it. Anyway, the point is, titanium pry bars with a pocket clip are kind of tough to find. That's what I'm seeking as well. And you're looking anywhere between like $70 and sometimes $200 for just a little piece of titanium with a pocket clip. So yes, prices are outrageous, doesn't make them any less cool, and doesn't make me want one any less. I still want one, and I'm gonna try my best to get a Lynch Northwest All Access Pass, but doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, I feel your pain, and I also agree with you on the S1R Baton 2. Just like this is the Phoenix E30R, so the E18R is basically the equivalent of the S1R Baton 2, and the E30R is the equivalent to the S2R Baton 2. And the thing is, if you are going to get at least something like the E18R or the Olight S1R Baton 2, why not just splurge the extra $5 to $10 to get the totally upgraded model? With the Phoenix, I understand because there's no magnetic tail on the E30R and there is on the E18R. If you're getting one of those flashlights, just splurge just a little bit more and get the real deal. Get the better one. Anyway, thank you for submitting, Jaime. This is an awesome carry. It's themed really, really well. Love all the blasted titanium elements. But yeah, awesome carry. Thank you for submitting, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. This next submission comes from Jason R. He also does not have any social media to speak of, or at least he didn't share it with us. Really great photo, really great gear. First up, we have in the top of the photo is the Ferrum Forge / We Knives Crux. It's a really, really nice knife for the price. And beside that is the Seiko Samurai SRP B51. Attached to that is a leather Zulu strap. He also has at the front of the photo the Machine Era Classic pin in brass. And then to the left of the photo is the Leatherman style PS, as well as the Olight i3T EOS. And underneath everything, I can't tell if that's a shirt or a flannel handkerchief. If I were to guess, I would say that it's probably a shirt. And Jason says, as a college student, campuses aren't really the most friendly to knives and such. This is why I have the pocket clip on all of mine removed and used the lanyard to quickly pull them out of my pocket. This way it attracts less attention and people are less likely to freak out. I love my keychain setup, especially the style PS, because it feels tailor-built for everything I've ever needed while out and about. It also doesn't have a knife, which is not a problem because I carry a separate one at all times. When I go to the airports, stadiums, etc., I can simply leave my knife at home and I still have the rest of my EDC on me. Also, I like carrying a keychain flashlight because others simply take up too much space, and I live in a major city, so it's rarely ever used for more than anything than lighting up a dark room. Although I cycle through my knife collection almost every day, the rest of my EDC stays exactly the same day in and day out. I love these pocket dumps as they're a great way to mess around with my new DSLR and practice photography techniques. It's also great to see what the community is rocking and get inspiration from everyone else. I love your channel. Keep it up. But Jason, first of all, thank you, but he's also seeking some help here. He says, the i3T is great, but I'd love to jump to maybe one of the Rovivons. They seem to pack a lot more features than the Olight. I'd also love recommendations for a good wallet that will leave me some money left to put in it, although it does need to carry cash. So first up, highly recommend the Rovivon flashlights. They're stupid bright for how small they are, and they're honestly not much bigger than the i3T. The big difference really is going to be your run times on that, because it does have such a high output. The run times on, I think, the brightest, the 550 lumens, is like 20 minutes, if that. So yeah, you do pay for, you know, having those extended features in battery runtime. You're paying $20 for the i1R. He says i3T, and I think he said i3T before. Yeah, he did say i3T. It's not an i3T, it's an i1R EOS. The difference in the i1R for 20 bucks and the Rovivon for the starting price at 25 is amazing. It's outstanding how much better the Rovivon is, at least in my experience. As for wallets, that's a tough one, because wallets really can range from, you know, $7 like I had in both of my budget videos, all the way up to, you know, hundreds of dollars. Obviously you don't want one of those, but I don't know what breaking the bank is for you. So if I were to recommend two really slim minimalist wallets that still hold cash, I would say the Levergear Toolcard Pro and the Travex Summit wallet. Both of those are really slim metal wallets, and not everybody likes a hard wallet, but the reason I like them is because they are so slim, they just kind of disappear in the pocket. They keep everything nice, neat, and compact, and you can still fold some cash up and put them in there. If you don't want halved or quartered cash, then I'm not the guy to ask, really. Maybe someone in the comments can help, but those are two of my favorite slim wallets. They're both really affordable wallets. Also, if you want to go with leather options or something a little more traditional, Popov Leather 5-card wallet in Driftwood, the Dosafenomere Gun Deck wallet, those are two of my favorite wallets to recommend. They're phenomenal. The guys who make them are great dudes. Anyway, thank you for submitting, Jason. Awesome carry. I really like that Crux a lot, and I also really like the Machine Era company pin. I should probably just cough up the money and get one already. I need to branch out and try some new stuff. Anyway, thank you for submitting, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. And now I guess it's time for me to tell you how you can enter to win the Best Damn EDC Giltech Ruck V2. All you have to do is tell me in the comments down below what you would do for a Giltech Ruck. May the best comment win. All right, this next submission comes from Sam. He does not have a last name that he cares to share, but over on Instagram, you can find him at Uncle Sam EDC. Uncle Sam's, there's an S after Sam. And this, obviously, he is playing to his audience here. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing, all the copper in the world. Like, this is sick. This is really great. First up, in the middle of the photo, his knife of choice is the Benchmade Proper. That's no normal Benchmade Proper that has an acid washed blade. The OEM scales have been replaced with Titanium copper scales. Beside that is the Beta QR V2 in solid copper. He also has a Griffin pocket tool in copper, a key bar in copper, and to attach the key bar to his keys, he has a Prometheus Lights Kappa quick release, you guessed it, in copper. In the bottom of the photo, the organizer he uses to keep his gear together is the Hitch and Timber Runt 2.0. He also has a Fisher Spaceman bullet in that. And then beside that is the Hitch and Timber short fold as his card holder or wallet option. And then beneath everything in the photo is a flannel hank from Hanks by Hank. Sam says, this is my daily carry when I'm feeling copper. I love the mix in leather and copper, and watching everything patina is great. My Proper was acid and stone washed and has copper scales by Titanium. I use my light often at work and at home, and the Griffin pocket tool comes in handy when I need to open bottles. The key bar is amazing, and I love killing the noise, and my FSP, or Fisher Space Pen, comes in handy all the time when I need a pen while I'm out and about. Love the channel, man. Keep the amazing content flowing. Well, thank you, Sam. And Sam is also seeking something. He said, I would like to find a copper pen for my daily carry. I can consider the FSP copper pen as an option, as I would like it small. Those things are hard to find. They're like 40, 50 bucks, and if you're spending 40 or 50 bucks for a pen, I'm sorry, I have to say go with something other than the Fisher Space Pen at like $15 to $20. That's the sweet spot for it. It's great, but just to get it in copper, to pay that much more and to go through all the trouble of finding it, I can't say it's worth it. I would say look at something from Karas Customs or maybe the Mini MIG, which I've suggested in the past. It's a bolt action pin. I don't know if it'll fit in the pin loop like that very well, but if anybody knows of something around the size of the Fisher Space Pen bullet in copper, let Sam know in the comments down below. Obviously, it's awesome. I love those Titanium scales, but did you do something different to those? Because when I saw the titanium scales for the propper, I didn't think they were two-tone like that. So did you acid wash the blade and the scales, or what? I don't know what's going on there. And you've also got a little copper bead on that propper that you didn't mention. I think I have that exact bead at home. Anyway, thank you for submitting, Sam. This is an awesome, awesome carry. Continue to patina that gear and use that gear, and you have a second entry into the June giveaway. This next submission comes from Dominic. I don't think he wants me to share the rest of his name. I don't know, maybe he does, but this one is a spicy meatball. This is a really nice carry. I love the edit on the photo as well. I've not even touched it from what I'm looking at right now. Fairly affordable or attainable stuff and sustainable. That's something that he's made very clear in his submission. But anyway, first up in the top right of the photo is his watch of choice. That is the Seiko SKX013. And next to that is the Leatherman Piranha 2 multi-tool. Next to that, on top of the handkerchief, we have the Spyderco UK PK and the Keith Titanium Folding Spork. And beside that is a Zebra Mini T3. He keeps all of that inside the Laverna Leather EDC Pocket Organizer. Beneath that is his key situation. He has a little keychain clip, which is like a pocket dangler. I believe it's probably just a generic one. And attached to his keys are two very, very small micro pieces of gear. You have the Slughouse Nano Pin, as well as the Spyderco Bug. And beside that is a titanium carabiner, which he has his work key fob on. In the bottom right of the photo is his wallet of choice. That's the HAK or HAK 360 wallet. And then underneath the gear in the top left of the photo is a handkerchief, which he says, I'm looking forward to see you pronounce that. It's the Muelos Muelos handkerchief. That's from his girlfriend. It's a sustainable company that his girlfriend's running. Muelos. I don't know. I know it's German, and I'm horrible at pronouncing things with umlauts in them, as pretty much anybody who's not a native German speaker is. So yeah, there's that. But finally, not pictured here, is his phone of choice. That's the OnePlus 5T, which he used to take the photo. Dominic says, hey, I'm Dominic and a computer scientist from Germany. This is my EDC, which changes quite frequently. I did not carry a proper knife for a long time, as it is quite restricted in Germany, and I did not see any necessity carrying anything other than the Spyderco Bug, which the Spyderco Bug is a very, very small knife. I usually carry an encrypted USB drive instead, Samsung USB Bar Plus. He also says, I carry my transponder work key on an extra carabiner to easily leave it at home when I'm not working. I drive my bike every day, which is why I always carry my Leatherman Piranha 2 in case anything happens to my commuter bike. My folding spork is always on me to be able to eat anywhere, anytime, without needing any disposable cutlery causing more plastic trash. My handkerchief is from my girlfriend's very own brand. She produces recycled and upcycled sustainable products. This is made from my old pajama pants. I'm a watch lover, owning around 15 watches, vintage and modern. Currently, I'm in love with my SKX013, the 38mm version, on a custom President bracelet from eBay. I tried many small wallets, Dash, etc., but really love this HAK 360 that I backed on Kickstarter. Sometimes I switched to a handmade slim leather wallet that I got in Vietnam. I carry the UK PK, Zebra Pen Piranha, and the Spork in a leather organizer that I got from Etsy. And thanks for the opportunity to submit my EDC. I just got into the topic and really love to optimize my EDC even more. I like to be even more minimalistic, even though I would love to add a flashlight. And on that note, Dominic is seeking a small portable and USB rechargeable flashlight. Easy peasy. I made a video not too long ago about keychain flashlights. All of them are USB rechargeable. So if you have any need for a USB rechargeable keychain flashlight, they're all over there. They're small, minimal, they'll go along with that bug and the nano pin. You've got the Olight i1R EOS, you have the Rovivon Auroras, you've got Claris Mini 1. There are just tons and tons of tiny little flashlights that are fantastic for just like an urban environment. So hope that helps, and thank you for submitting. You have an awesome carry already. Glad to see that you've joined us in the EDC world, and you now have a second entry into the June giveaway. The fifth and final submission this week comes from Eric Emch. I don't think it's a real last name. I don't know, it's EMCH. How do you even pronounce that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, you can find him on Instagram at given_PNW. This carry is, well, first, the picture is very wide. The picture is very, very wide. So, can't share that one on Instagram. There are a couple of interesting things in this photo. One that made me want a knife that I never wanted before, really, and another that makes me rethink my watch situation. First up in the far left of the photo is a Write in the Rain notebook, and on top of that is a small pen and pencil. The bottom of the photo is his multi-tool, that is the Victorinox Hiker, and attached to that is an Urban Carver's bead. He also has above that a Timex watch. He doesn't say which one, but that is the Expedition Scout, I believe. The Timex Expedition Scout. It's the same watch that I purchased in my budget carry, but it's the blue dial version. And attached to that is a BB or Bibe Co watch band. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I'll come back to that watch band. It's pretty interesting. Below that is the Tale of Knives XL belt organizer, and inside that he has both the Coast G19 flashlight and a Benchmade Griptilian. But you may notice that doesn't look like a Benchmade Griptilian. That's because it has the AWT OD scales. That's Applied Weapons Technologies. Those are really sick. I suggest looking them up outside this picture. Also attached to that is another Urban Carver's bead. And below that is his wallet of choice. That's the Hitch and Timber Oswald. And then next to that is both his handkerchief and his glasses. He has the MCMD Hankery Bug Out Hanky and his Ray-Ban eyeglasses. Eric says, I live in the Northwest and try to shop local or small brands. My Swiss Army knife is great for fixing random things. The grip was a dream knife and the AWT scales just make it way more premium. As a glasses wearer, having a hanky to wipe them off is great. The journal is great for quick notes or checklists to get stuff done. And then finally, Eric says he's seeking something. He says, I'm looking for a better pen or pencil that won't break the bank if I lose it. So if you're going pen, I don't know what break the bank is or how bad you would feel about losing something like $30, $40. It's really tough without knowing what your price range is. So I'm gonna have to start asking people to include a price range with what they're looking for. But if I were to just throw one out there, it would probably be the Rick Hinderer Investigator pen. If you guys have any suggestions for him for a pen or pencil that won't break the bank but is still quite cool, let them know down below. I'm sure somebody's going to suggest the Parker pen. Not my favorite. But yeah, I do suggest looking up that the AWT scales for the Benchmade grip. I don't like the way the Griptilian looks. I like the sheep's foot blade for the Griptilian. I think that looks awesome, but I don't like the scales. I don't like the OEM scales on the grip, but these scales are sick. These are really, really cool scales. And then this watch strap, I don't know how to pronounce the company. It's BEEBE. Just by looking at it, it looks like there are tick marks along the strap, and some of those are for centimeters. It looks like on the top it's centimeters and bottom are inches. That is really cool, and I will actually probably be looking into this. I think that's a really cool casual watch band. Anyway, thank you for sharing, Eric. You now have a second entry into the June giveaway. That is going to do it for this video. If you found it helpful and you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to see more stuff like this in the future, and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. If you want to support what I'm doing here, everything you saw in this video will be linked down below. If you click through it and purchase anything using those links, I will get a bit of a kickback, a little percentage of that sale. That makes this channel and everything that I do possible. So if you are interested in purchasing gear, I highly encourage you to use those links, purchase that gear, and just help support the show. If you want to support in other ways, you can go to patreon.com/BestDamnEDC. Be sure to follow us around the web. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at BestDamnEDC. You can find me, Taylor Martin, on Twitter and Instagram at CasperTech. And until next time, carry on.